Heavy rain and thunderstorms to bring flash and riverine flooding to parts of northern Queensland this weekend, and it's been an active 24 hours to this morning with widespread shower and thunderstorm activity, and we can clearly see that here on the water vapour image with all these colours popping up everywhere. And we also saw some heavy falls just to the north of the Mackay area, with some locations experiencing over 200 millimetres and significant flash flooding in the 24 hours to 9 o'clock this morning, with a number of other locations experiencing 50 to 100 millimetres. And with all this rain and lots more to come, severe weather warnings are current for parts of the North Tropical Coast, extending down into parts of the Central Coast and inland to the Charters Towers and much of the Herbert and Lower Burdekin. So if you live in these areas, we're likely to see rainfall that is likely to lead to flash and riverine flooding in the coming days. And we already have flood warnings current for inland parts of Queensland, but a flood watch is also current from Cooktown all the way down into central parts of Queensland and extending well inland. This just means if you live in these highlighted areas, that additional rainfall is likely to lead to flash and riverine flooding. Now, taking a look at this weather in more detail, we can see widespread rain and thunderstorm activity right across much of Queensland, and that's due to a combination of very moist air coming down from the northern tropics, but also coming in off the Coral Sea. And this combined into a surface trough is focusing that rainfall through the Herbert and Lower Burdekin, parts of the southern North Tropical Coast, and down into the Central Coast and adjacent inland areas. And it's going to sit there for a few days, and that's why we're concerned about flash and riverine flooding this weekend and into early next week. Looking at the total rainfall now in more detail, you can see that focus really is from the Cairns area all the way down to Mackay, with heavy falls also extending inland as well into central interior, but it really is our coastal areas between Mackay and Townsville where we could see falls in excess of 200 millimetres in the coming days. Now, zooming out a little bit to give you an idea, it's not only just Queensland, but we're seeing widespread shower and thunderstorm activity through parts of WA and the top end as well, but more hit and miss activity, unlike the persistent, ongoing, widespread heavy rainfall that we're expecting through parts of Queensland. But note that southern Queensland and southeastern Queensland are unlikely to see little, if any, rainfall with this system. So if you live in this area or know someone that does, it's important to stay up to date with the latest forecasts and warnings via our website, app and social media, and listen to all advice from emergency services.